Right now, the public conversation around artificial intelligence is dominated by high-stakes battles, like Anthropic's fight over military contracts with the Pentagon. But the most consequential developments in AI aren't making headlines. The real frontier is agentic coding. This is a process where AI models autonomously write, test, and execute software commands directly inside a computer's terminal. To be truly useful, these terminal-based AI agents must interact with the outside world, requiring deep integration with external software like your calendar, email, and company databases. Scaling AI capability now depends on reducing the friction of connecting these digital brains to our existing infrastructure, rather than simply making the model smarter. To build those connections, developers have been defaulting to heavy infrastructure, like the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. MCP is an open standard designed to dictate how AI models securely access external data sources. But MCP carries a massive hidden cost, known as the context tax. Every AI has a context window, the finite amount of data it can process at one time. Loading massive, complex tool schemas fills up that memory quickly. This visualization shows the impact on an AI's memory. One developer found that loading just 142 tools consumed 37,000 tokens. Tokens are the basic units of data, like syllables or words, that an AI reads and generates. That single action wiped out 20% of the AI's available memory. The model is forced to sacrifice a fifth of its working space to overhead before it even executes a single line of actual work. These modern, heavy integration layers actively suffocate the exact AI agents they were built to empower. Google's solution to this bottleneck is surprising. They recently released an official Google Workspace CLI. A CLI, or command line interface, is a decades-old text-based method for interacting directly with a computer program without graphical menus. Reaching back to ancient terminal architecture for the AI era caught the industry off guard. Developer enthusiasm surged immediately, with one engineer noting that 2026 is the year of the checks notes CLI. Look at this flowchart comparing the two structures. On the left, an MCP routes requests through heavy, multi-layered API abstractions. On the right, the CLI provides a direct, frictionless line from the agent to the server. Instead of getting bogged down in tool loading loops, an agent using a CLI simply types a raw text command. The server instantly returns a clean file formatted in JSON. JSON is a lightweight, standardized text format that is incredibly easy for machines to parse and generate. By bypassing complex abstractions in favor of older architecture, developers unlock fast, reliable AI execution with zero context tax. This pivot to older technology was a highly intentional strategic move. Justin Pon, the Google engineer who built the CLI, designed it around a specific philosophy. He operated under the assumption that AI agents, rather than human developers, are now the primary consumers of every command, flag, and byte of output. Agents do not need graphical user interfaces. They require deterministic, machine-readable schemas and built-in safety rails to guard against their own hallucinations. Pon describes a concept called the fidelity tax. Every protocol layer inserted between an AI and an API degrades the purity of the data and compounds the cost of computation. The ultimate, lowest friction bridge between an AI and an external system is a raw, unadorned terminal. The tech industry is currently navigating a massive tooling transition, experimenting aggressively to identify the true infrastructure of the agent era. This bar chart visualizes a recent poll of developer integration preferences. Traditional APIs lead at 39%, followed closely by CLIs at 31.2%. The highly hyped MCP sits in dead last at just 9.1%. Just months prior, MCP generated immense industry hype. But when developers actually started building, practical simplicity consistently defeated theoretical complexity. The builders of the AI future are actively voting against bloated new layers, opting instead to repurpose reliable, older systems. This brings us to Google's overarching strategy. Their strategic advantage over competitors like OpenAI resides in an insurmountable repository of user data that complements their foundation models. This is their context moat. It consists of billions of specific data points housed entirely within the Google Workspace ecosystem, across Docs, Sheets, Drive, and Gmail. The true nature of the CLI is a strategic Trojan horse. By officially releasing this tool, Google deployed an API for agents that connects the entire developer ecosystem directly to their data moat. In the age of agentic AI, raw, hyper-efficient terminal tools designed to feed the machines are proving more important than graphical interfaces built for humans.